Now, the chief prosecutor of Aruba, Hans Mos, slams on the record in a new press release. The release starts off denying the accuracy of a recent Associated Press report, not our report, but the AP report. And the AP report says a new witness has come forward in the Natalee Holloway case. A witness given information about Natalee's disappearance by Jeroen van der Sloot. The prosecutor says the witness is not new, and her statement provides no leads that will help solve the case. That's, of course, the AP investigation. Then Mos unloads on us. We have a different investigation, and the press release states in part, this office was contacted as early as July 2008 by a tabloid show concerning a new videotape of Jeroen van der Sloot discussing the Natalee Holloway case in Thailand. A producer from the tabloid show purporting to have the tape has made this office aware of the contents. This office does not feel that the contents of the tape has any value as evidence at this point. Our investigation results do not show any corroboration of this new story whatsoever. Let's bring in the legal panel. Criminal defense attorneys Michael Cardoza, Bernie Grimm, and Ted Williams. And let me just say a couple of things is that he has no idea what we have because he didn't want to see it. He does go on in his press release to say, in a personal conversation between the host of the tabloid show, that's me, I'm the host of the tabloid show, which was about 10 days ago, which he admits, that the prosecution says the offer to see the videotape was withdrawn because of the host's other business commitments in the U.S. That's not true. What was left was a take it or leave it suggestion to meet in Miami over the weekend. Indeed, I did offer to fly down to Miami and show it to him. He doesn't want to see it, and he says the host is not willing to show it to the police. Well, in some ways he is telling the truth because frankly I don't have an enormous amount of confidence in the Aruban police. Call me silly. Ted.
You know, Hans Mos, shame. How dare you call this reputable show a tabloid show? I do care. Now, this is the thing, Greta.
You know what I care about, Ted? Here's what I care about. Is that his big enemy in this case is not the fact that he's got a missing teen. It's that he's got some complaint with a TV show in the United States because he won't get out of his office to look at a tape.
But think about it. If there is a tape, and if you have a tape, all right, if you have the tape, then one would believe that he would send an investigator or someone down to look at the contents of that tape to make a determination as to the validity of it.
I will say this. I wanted him to see it because he has subpoena power, and it is a damnable lie to say that it has no credibility because he's never even seen it to follow up on a lead. So yes, I do not trust the Aruban police, and yes, he has subpoena power. He's the prosecutor, so I went straight to him. Bernie.
He should be done.
You know, I'm troubled with the credibility I've built over 50 years, and then all of a sudden I'm next to you on a stage, and I'm now tabloid-esque. So, and maybe I'm going to go out on the set.
You've done worse. You were friends with me long before that.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess tabloid is an improvement. I don't know. It's not really complicated for me. You have a tape. What's the
Do we have more?
What's the downside of looking at it? I just simply don't get it. I have no legal analysis. I don't have anything cute or fancy to say. Just look at the damn tape.
Well, here's what it says. He says he has no idea what the contents are. Let me repeat. It says the office does not feel the contents of the tape, I don't know what it has any value as evidence in this point. And he's never bothered to look at it. Michael.
I'll tell you what. When I was a prosecutor, I would sit and I would read police reports. I would read transcripts. And I would think, gosh, this witness is going to be great. Then they march him on or her into my office and I go, oh my God, they're not worth anything. Their credibility is nothing. So what Hans is doing is reading or taking someone else's word that this evidence...
I'm telling you, Michael,
okay,
he doesn't
well,
know.
That's my point.
He's making this up. That's the irony.
That is my point. My point is he can't make a determination from just assuming or listening to someone about what's on tape. He's got to see it. He's got to see it.
But what's more twisted about this is not only won't he see it and have I offered it and I've offered to meet him halfway on a weekend. Not only that, but that what he did was he lashes out at a TV show and issues a press release tomorrow. So obviously he's back in Aruba watching. But
this is.
Take his ego and dash it. The heck with his ego. It's ego is why he won't get involved.
I got to go, but here's the offer. If he wants to meet me in Miami between now and Monday night, he will get to see it well ahead of everybody else. I will still do this because I think it's important for him to see it, to either corroborate it or disprove it. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen.